So some time ago, I came across this particular post, and the person was like saying, if you're not married, you're not supposed to give out counseling, you're not supposed to be a counselor, you're not supposed to counsel people, you're not supposed to do this, you're not supposed to talk about, you are inexperienced since you are single, you're not supposed to, advise people and counsel people in terms of relationship, marriage, and etc. See, let me tell you something. In this Africa, one of the things that is limiting us in Africa is we have this recycled narrative. In Africa, we have this recycled narrative in Africa. And this recycled narrative, we tend to pass it on to the next generation. We tend to recycle all these perception, narrative, assumptions, and then we pass it on to the next generation. And that is why, in Africa, sometimes we are not growing. So you want to tell me somebody like me, let me use myself as a case study now. Now, somebody like me, I am well-trained. I am a well-trained, certified professional counselor. And I majored in mental health counseling. When I say well-trained, I mean I am well-trained. I have the certifications, necessary certifications that qualifies me a mental health counselor. I am certified. I am licensed to practice mental health, counseling. So now you want to tell me somebody like me that is well-skilled. I am well-skilled. I have the passion. I have the passion. I have the zeal. I have the fire. I have the skills. I am well trained. So you want to tell me that somebody like me, because I am still single, I should not talk about, I should not dish out relationship advice, and I should not counsel people. Let me surprise you. I have a recovery home, a healing home called Single or Married Therapy. And I also have a counseling ministry called Single But Not Stupid Counseling Ministry. I founded this ministry and this therapy lounge. And so you want to tell me because I am not married, so because I am still single, I should not talk about relationship, I should not help people. Everybody know that in Nigeria we are all going through, everybody has depression. Everybody have their own depression hiding under the pillow. So people like us that are well skilled to talk people out of self-harm. So you want to tell me that we should not practice because I am single? Is that what you're trying to tell me? See, you are a liar. You are a liar. It's just like you're trying to tell me because I'm a well-trained surgeon and because I haven't gone through surgery before in my life, then I shouldn't perform surgery on somebody else because I haven't had that experience. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Let me tell you. As long as you have the passion, if you have the passion to talk, if you have the skill, and if you have the necessary certification, see, there is a difference between having passion and you lack the skill. That is a different thing. If you have the passion and you have the skill and you have the necessary certifications, you are good to go. All you need to do is to get your license and you are good to go. All right? So do not let anybody tell you because you are single or because you are divorced or because you are separated, and then because you are all this and that, then you should not, go after your career and stuff like that. Do not let anybody limit you. All right? Do not let anybody limit you. See, sometimes I see people giving out, relationship advice, and those advice they give out, those advice are very, very accurate. Very, very accurate. So you want to tell me that someone that has the skill, that has the passion, that has the certifications to talk, because the person is single, then the person should just, tie themselves in their rooms? No, that's not how it should be. Do not limit yourself. All right? Don't limit yourself. Go after your passion. Go after your desire. If you know what you can do best, go after what you can do best. See, Bible, do you know what Bible said? There is one thing Bible said that is always giving me joy. Bible said that the gift of a man make it a way for him. See, those people that knew me way back as a child, as a teenager, They know that, you know, I can see. I'm the kind of person that I wake up in the morning as early as 5:30. I will carry my megaphone. I will start preaching. I will start, you know, doing all stuff like that. But at the long run, I discovered my passion. I discovered that I love, you know, talking to people. So by the time I discovered, I tried to go for counseling, you know, I tried to go for therapy to know exactly what is driving me. You know, I prayed, I went for counseling, you know, people counseled me. I have mentors and they tutored me, and at the end of the day, I discovered my passion. I discovered myself. See, the best thing you do for yourself is self-discovery. Self-discovery is the best thing for yourself. See, the moment you discover yourself, you begin to develop yourself. So I discovered myself on time. Some people, in fact, 99% of the people I have, 99% of the people that are following me are the people that knew me way back. So that's why I can't even come and lie on social media, because these people, they know me. All right. So let me tell you, I discovered myself right from childhood. Those days in secondary school. Okay, let me start from primary school. Those days in primary school, I would gather people under there's one melina, there's one tree they called melina in my place, in my primary school. Those days, melina. So I will gather people under the melina tree, and I will be telling them, I will be using, that is one, I have a favorite scripture, Jesus wept. And then I also have this one, children, obey your parents in the Lord. See, anybody that knew me way back in primary school know that these two verses, you see, I will talk from now to tomorrow, but see, everything I'm saying is circled around these two verses of the Bible. I will talk to people, whether you want to listen to me or not. In fact, whether you want to listen to me or not, whether you want to hear me or not, I will feast myself in your life and I will begin to talk to you. All right, I will feast myself in your life somehow. No matter the kind of wall you use and build to yourself, I will break it down. I will feast myself in your life and I will begin to talk to you. You know, see, you know, there was, you know, a lot of misconception. You know, when I was growing up, some people would be like, this girl, she's stubborn. Some people would be like, because I will carry my Bible and I will come and meet you where you are and I will start to talk to you. When I was in secondary school, they used to call me Guru Santos when I was in school. I have my secondary school classmates following me. They are my followers. When I was in secondary school, they used to call me Guru Santos. Those of you that are in Roman Catholic, I passed through missionary school, a boarding missionary school. So you would know what Guru Santos means. They call me a holy. That's what they call me when I was in secondary school. Always, I have a very big Bible. A very big Bible. In fact, I would put my textbooks, my notebooks inside my bag. But I will always always hold my Bible. So as you are seeing me, you are seeing my Bible first. My Bible is the first thing you will see, you will recognize before you even see my school uniform. Everybody that knew me in Sasu, everybody that knew me in Quast, they know what I'm saying. I have my secondary school classmates here. They are my followers. They can attest to this. I'm always carrying my big Bible. I'm a very very sensitive person, and I'm very, very observant. See, I will look at you, I will look at your dressing, I will look at your hair, and I will look at your attitude, and I will come to, I will be like, sister, brother, I will begin to tell you, I begin to talk. And this has been my life until I entered high institution. When I entered the high institution, I dominated everywhere. When I was doing my ND, those that knew me in ND program, they knew me as a woman leader. Yes, I have some of my classmates here. They can attest to that. They call me woman leader because I dominated everywhere. So I was known as woman leader. So when I was doing my HND program, I was known as Ezenwine. They used to call me Ezenwine. Because I will always feast myself in the midst of crowd and I will talk to you. I will feast myself. See, I don't care who you are. I'll carry myself. I will feast myself in your middle and I will start to talk to you. Whether you want to listen to what I want to say or not, I will talk to you. So this has been a passion, right? So I agree with this passion. And so, you know, along the line, I begin to ask myself, what do I actually want to be? I'm an ordained minister. Oh yes, I'm an ordained minister. But then after my ordination, I'm like, what do I actually want to be? Like, what do I want? What do I actually want in my life? So I started to ask myself some important questions, and you know, it was at that point I went for counseling. See, I was in therapy for like 1 year. Yes, I was in therapy for 1 year because I was confused. I don't know what I want to do. I did Bible school part-time, and I was ordained, and I'm a music minister. You know, I talk. I also go for talking, you know, preaching and all that. But I wasn't satisfied, because I don't know. You know, I was hungry for more. I knew there is something in me that, you know, I want to explore, but I do not know what that is. So I decided to go for therapy. You know, I googled, you know, if you want to talk to a counselor and stuff like that, and I went for therapy. So I saw my therapist for 1 year. So after 1 year, after I saw my therapy for 1 year, you know, it was during the course of therapy that I realized that, yes, this is what I actually wanted for my life. This is what I want to do. This is who I want to become. It was at that point I said, okay, oh, even though I'm still in high institution, oh, I need to register for, you know, I need to start my counseling school. So let me tell you, I passed through counseling psychotherapy college. Yes, I went to a psychotherapy college. All right? I am well trained. It was at that point I discovered my life. I discovered what I want to do. And I began to develop that skill. I began to develop my skill of talking, you know, advising people. I know I channeled it to counseling. So at that point, I went to counseling school. I went to counseling school stroke psychotherapy college. And it was at that point I developed myself, and I knew actually what I wanted. And who I wanted to be is that I want to be a mental health counselor. All right. So, you know, and everything is going smoothly. You know, me being a counselor does not stop my other career, does not stop my career. All right. So it does not stop. And right now I have a healing home in the West. Yes, I have a healing home called Single or Married Therapy Lounge. I own it. I also have a counseling ministry called Single But Not Stupid Counseling Ministry. All registered. All right. So you can't come and you say because I am single. See, let me tell you, there are things you don't force down my truth. See, don't let anybody force down their narrative on your truth. Don't force your narrative down people's truth. Keep your narrative to yourself, recycle it, and pass it on to your generation, but do not force it down anybody's truth. If you're of the opinion that as a woman must get married for her to become visible, if you're of that opinion, pass it down your generation. Do not force it on people's truth. All right? So if what you came to this world to do is you give birth, you know, you grow up, you train your female children, and then they get married, and then they start producing children, and that's all. If that's all for you, then keep it to yourself. Don't come and start to tell me because I'm a female child, I must get married, and then it's only when I get married that I'm entitled to my life. It's a very big lie, my brother and my sister. Yes, in Africa here, we believe a man is a crown to a woman. But me, I am expounding that mentality. In fact, I have expanded that mentality. See, I want to exploit the more. All right? I want to do exploit. I want to explore. Because I want to explore. I cannot limit myself with your narrative. Because I want to explore. I don't want to limit myself. All right? So that being said, brethren, if you are skilled, if you are trained, if you have the necessary certifications to practice as a mental health counselor, or as a relationship counselor, or as a advisor, relationship advisor, and anything whatsoever, please go ahead and do it. Do not let anybody tell you because you are not married, you should not do this, you should not do that. Mba, do not let them limit you, all right? So I remain Honestine Ofonha. Yes. My name is Honestine Ofonha. And guess what? I am a certified professional mental health counselor. You will hear my name. All right? You will hear my name. Oh, NEPA don't collect this. They are like to. So I think it's about time I wrap up this video. All right? So until we get to the promised land, keep your ideology to yourself. Keep your, keep your narrative to yourself. Keep your perception to yourself. So until we get to the promised land, I am looking forward to the day you people will give me a cup of water to drink. Bye bye. Oh, bye bye.